What is up, everyone, and welcome back to iPad Focus. The news cycle is moving at lightning speed, and we've got some absolutely massive updates dropping today that you are not going to want to miss. We're diving deep into the world of tech giants, streaming sensations, and the surprising strategies shaping the future. Get ready for some game-changing insights that could redefine how you interact with your favorite platforms and devices. Let's jump right into it. First up, we're pulling back the curtain on some internal Apple drama. Did you know Apple's senior VP of services has been pushing for some truly audacious acquisitions, only to be met with a firm no from the very top? We're talking about potential game changers that could have drastically altered the landscape as we know it. What could have been, and what does this tell us about the company's future direction? Stick around, because this story is wild. Next, we're heading over to the streaming universe where a massive hit on one platform might just be the perfect catalyst for another. A new all-time top movie has just shattered records, and its cultural impact is undeniable. But here's the kicker. This surge in popularity arrives at a critical moment for a rival streaming service, potentially boosting their brand new series. Could this be a masterstroke of timing, or just a happy coincidence? We've got all the details. And in our final two stories, we're exploring how your favorite music is reaching you in new ways and uncovering the secrets to becoming a true social media powerhouse. We'll break down a surprising new partnership that's expanding access to popular music channels and then pivot to a hilarious, yet insightful, guide on how to dominate the professional networking world. You won't want to miss these. Make sure you're subscribed and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Apple's bold acquisition rejections. Did Apple almost buy Tesla or Netflix? This is the question on everyone's mind after a new report revealed that Eddy Cue, Apple's senior vice president of services, has been a major proponent of ambitious acquisitions, often facing rejection from CEO Tim Cook. Cue, described as one of the biggest advocates for significant deals within Apple, reportedly pushed for the acquisitions of both Tesla and Netflix at different times. His instinct, when faced with product gaps, is to seek out a deal to fill them. This approach highlights a potential divergence in strategy, with Cue favoring aggressive expansion through mergers and acquisitions, while Cook has maintained a more cautious stance. The report from The Information sheds light on Cue's proactive role in identifying potential acquisition targets. His vision for filling product voids with strategic purchases has been a consistent theme throughout his tenure. The pursuit of Tesla, in particular, has a history. Last year, the New York Times reported on acquisition talks between Apple and Tesla, with Elon Musk himself confirming that he had approached Tim Cook about a potential acquisition during the challenging Model 3 development phase. Musk claimed Cook refused to take the meeting, a detail that Cook and Musk have both denied. The Wall Street Journal also reported that Cook had pitched Musk on acquiring Tesla, with Musk reportedly interested on the condition that he would lead Apple, not just Tesla. These conflicting accounts add a layer of intrigue to the narrative. The cancellation of Apple's own decade-long, multi-billion-dollar car project, codenamed Titan, makes these discussions even more relevant. It raises the question of whether a different approach, perhaps through acquiring an established automotive player like Tesla, could have yielded a different outcome. Similarly, Netflix has long been a subject of speculation among analysts regarding a potential Apple acquisition, though concrete details of any past discussions have been scarce until now. However, Cue's advocacy hasn't always been in vain. His successful push for the $3 billion acquisition of Beats in 2014, despite skepticism from some within Apple, is cited as an example of his persuasive capabilities and vision. This acquisition has undoubtedly played a significant role in Apple's audio strategy. Currently, Cue is reportedly championing the acquisition of AI companies, with Perplexity and Mistral identified as top contenders. This focus on AI aligns with the broader industry trend and Apple's strategic priorities. The report also offers a fascinating glimpse into Apple's valuation methods, using the 2018 Shazam acquisition as a case study. Adrian Perica, Apple's VP of Corporate Development, devised a method to avoid overpaying for startups based on hype. For Shazam, Apple calculated its $400 million acquisition cost by estimating its advertising spend on the platform for Apple Music signups, recognizing Shazam's role as a popular channel for acquiring new subscribers. This pragmatic approach to valuation contrasts with the more ambitious, potentially riskier, acquisition targets Q has pursued. Ultimately, the report invites reflection on how Apple's trajectory might have differed had Q's bolder acquisition strategies been approved. The implications for consumers, the market, and Apple's own product ecosystem are vast. It leaves us pondering whether Apple should adopt a more aggressive M&A strategy to stay competitive in rapidly evolving sectors like AI and automotive. Could these rejected deals have reshaped the tech landscape? Now, let's see how a different kind of cultural phenomenon is making waves in the streaming world. K-pop streaming surge and Apple TV plus a strategic play. In a significant development for the global entertainment scene, Netflix has crowned a new all-time most popular movie, K-pop Demon Hunters. This animated feature, starring a trio of K-pop characters with dual talents in music and secret powers, has officially surpassed previous record holders like Red Notice, which boasted a star-studded cast. As of yesterday, K-pop Demon Hunters has amassed an astonishing 236 million views, marking a new benchmark for the streaming giant. This remarkable achievement is not just a win for Netflix, but also arrives at a particularly opportune moment for Apple TV+. The reason for this heightened interest from an Apple TV Plus perspective lies in the platform's imminent launch of a new K-pop-themed reality series, KPOPPED. Debuting this Friday, August 29, with its complete 8-episode season, KPOPPED ventures into the reality genre, a space Apple has explored minimally until now, with My Kind of Country in 2023 being a notable exception. The series is set to be hosted by prominent figures PSY and Megan Thee Stallion, promising a unique blend of K-pop culture and Western music influences. Apple's official synopsis describes the show as a competition where Western music icons collaborate with top-tier K-pop idols to reimagine hit songs. These performances will be judged by a live audience in Seoul, with the best rendition of a K-pop song declared the winner. The move into reality television is a strategic one for Apple TV+, as this genre has historically proven to be a significant driver of viewership and subscriber engagement for other streaming services. While Apple TV+ has cultivated a reputation for prestige dramas and critically acclaimed content, its foray into reality TV suggests a broadening of its content strategy to capture a wider audience. It's worth noting that My Kind of Country, Apple TV+'s previous foray into reality television, did not seem to make a substantial impact on viewers, though it's important to consider that Apple TV+'s subscriber base was considerably smaller at the time of its release. With the current heightened awareness and subscriber growth of Apple TV+, coupled with the fortuitous timing of K-pop Demon Hunters' massive success, KPOPPED has a stronger potential to become a breakout hit. The surge in popularity of K-pop content globally, exemplified by Netflix's record-breaking movie, creates a fertile ground for a series like KPOPPED to thrive. The success of K-pop Demon Hunters on Netflix could very well translate into increased interest in K-pop-related content across all platforms, including Apple TV+. This cultural wave presents a significant marketing advantage for KPOPPED, potentially drawing in viewers who are already engaged with the K-pop phenomenon. The question remains whether Apple TV+ will continue to invest in the reality genre, leveraging this momentum to further diversify its offerings and appeal to a broader demographic. Can this K-pop phenomenon translate to Apple's own streaming success? Now, let's tune into how Apple is expanding its reach in the audio world, bringing its popular radio stations to a new platform. Apple Music Radio expands reach through TuneIn partnership. In a significant move to broaden its audience and potentially capture new subscribers, Apple Music's dedicated radio stations are now accessible outside the Apple Music app for the first time. This expansion is made possible through a new partnership with TuneIn, a globally recognized internet radio service. Starting today, listeners can access Apple Music One, Apple Music Hits, Apple Music Country, Apple Musica Uno, Apple Music Club, and Apple Music chill directly through TuneIn's platform, which boasts an impressive 75 million monthly active users. Notably, all these stations remain commercial-free, maintaining a key aspect of the Apple Music listening experience. The partnership, reportedly initiated by Apple towards the end of last year, is seen as a strategic effort to compete more effectively with rivals like Spotify. While Apple Music offers a premium, ad-free listening experience, it lacks a free, ad-supported tier, which is a common entry point for many users on other platforms. By making its radio stations available on TuneIn, Apple aims to provide a more accessible touchpoint for potential users, drawing them into the Apple Music ecosystem. A link within the TuneIn app and on its website directs users to the Apple Music service, facilitating this conversion. This move comes at a time when Apple Music's market share in the digital music subscriber landscape has seen a slight decline. Reports indicate that Apple Music's share of U.S. digital music subscribers fell from 30% in 2020 to 25% at the end of 2024. Conversely, Spotify's market share grew from 31% to 37% during the same period. Globally, Apple Music's market share has also decreased, from 16% to 12%. This data underscores the importance of such strategic partnerships and accessibility initiatives for Apple Music to regain and expand its market position. The TuneIn partnership is not entirely unprecedented, as TuneIn had previously collaborated with Apple in 2019 to bring its extensive library of over 100,000 global radio stations to Apple Music. This new collaboration, however, reverses the flow, bringing Apple's curated audio content to a broader third-party platform. The expansion through TuneIn is a clear signal of Apple's intent to diversify its distribution channels and reach listeners who may not currently subscribe to Apple Music. The availability of these stations on TuneIn, which is a cross-platform service accessible via app and website, offers a seamless listening experience for users interested in discovering new music, following popular genres, or staying updated with curated playlists. The fact that these stations are free and ad-free on TuneIn is a significant draw, potentially attracting users who might be hesitant to commit to a paid subscription service immediately. This strategy aims to lower the barrier to entry, allowing more people to experience the quality and breadth of Apple Music's radio offerings, with the ultimate goal of converting these listeners into paying subscribers. Can this new accessibility drive Tune listeners into Apple Music subscribers? Now, let's shift gears and explore a more unconventional, yet highly effective, strategy for navigating the world of professional networking and social media. The Art of LinkedIn Domination, a satirical guide to network ascendancy. In a piece that masterfully blends humor with sharp social commentary, Eva Jaber, a student at the College of William and Mary, offers a satirical advice column titled Eva's Apple 7, focusing on the ultimate guide to becoming a LinkedIn warrior. Jaber playfully addresses common anxieties around personal branding and professional networking, using an exaggerated, tongue-in-cheek approach to highlight the often absurd pressures of the modern digital workspace. The column begins with Jaber humorously recounting her summer, using a limerick about a gecko encounter to symbolize a formative moment, and emphasize her philosophy that we are not our achievements. We are our attitudes. This sets the stage for her 5-step plan to LinkedIn mastery, each step designed to provoke thought and laughter about the pursuit of online professional success. Step 1 advises readers to make their LinkedIn background photo turn heads, suggesting creative and even intimidating options like ferrets in tuxedos or biting a wax candle. Jaber uses her own background photo, herself alone on a bridge to humorously illustrate the concept of projecting successful solo entrepreneurship. This step satirizes the trend of prioritizing visual impact and curated self-presentation over genuine substance. Step 2, be prepared to lose everything, takes a darker, satirical turn. Jaber suggests that if friends don't have LinkedIn, they are no longer worth your time, and anyone unwilling to create an account to aid your network growth literally hates you. She twists the adage, keep your friends close, but your enemies closer, to keep your connections close and manipulate everyone else. This extreme advice hilariously critiques the transactional nature that professional networking can sometimes adopt, where relationships are valued based on their utility. Step 3 focuses on reaching 500+ connections as quickly as possible, highlighting LinkedIn's display cap. Jaber recounts an anecdote about finding party guests on LinkedIn to ensure they accepted her connection request, advocating for achieving this milestone by any means necessary. This pokes fun at the gamification of networking, where connection counts can become an end in themselves, detached from meaningful interaction. Step 4 introduces a playful ultimatum. Readers must connect with Jaber on LinkedIn to continue reading her column. She humorously warns that she has friends in high places and can exact revenge on those who don't comply, emphasizing her own position as a friend in high places due to her extensive network. This step satirizes the power dynamics and reciprocal expectations that can arise within online communities. Finally, Step 5 addresses generating traction by becoming a subject of others' posts. Jaber proposes a concept for a new show, Chicken, where celebrities are interviewed while protecting corn from live chickens, suggesting this would generate buzz and attract connection requests. She seeks a co-host for this imaginary venture, further cementing the idea of creating shareable, attention-grabbing content. Jaber concludes her column with a moment of sincerity, encouraging readers to be green, gold, and grateful, and to internalize her catchphrase. The entire piece serves as a witty commentary on the performative aspects of professional life online, urging readers to engage with the digital world thoughtfully, even amidst the satire. Can this tongue-in-cheek advice actually help you climb the professional ladder? Now, let's wrap up today's news with a quick recap of all the major stories we've covered. That's all the buzz for today. We saw Apple's potential big game acquisitions get shot down, a K-pop movie smash hit that could boost Apple TV+, Apple Music Radio is now on TuneIn, and we learned how to become a LinkedIn warrior with a dose of satire. Don't forget to like this video if you found it helpful, subscribe for more awesome content, hit that notification bell so you don't miss out, and let us know your thoughts in the comments below. You can also follow us on all our social channels for even more updates. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.